This is the continent of Africa. It has hundreds of millions of people, it has tens of countries, but we don't know much about them. So, the following compilation is a list of really inspiring individuals who are changing Africa as we know it, and nobody is talking about them. These people are not the traditional CEOs, the entrepreneurs, the billionaires. They're not the rich ones. These are the innovators that will change Africa in the next decade or two. I hope you are inspired by them. In Africa, there is a kid who may be the Elon Musk of Ghana. Why? Because he built an entire car from scratch that can drive like this. Who is this kid? How did he build this car? And can this car drive itself just like a Tesla? In this tiny house in Ghana, I found Kelvin.
Hi, I'm Kelvin, and people call me the Elon Musk of Ghana.
If it wasn't obvious by now, Kelvin is poor. He grew up in Ghana, where the average person makes less than $300 a month. But that did not stop his ambitions to become an engineer. So ever since he was 10 years old, he was in his garage building robots, toy planes, and even vacuum cleaners out of the stuff he could find around him.
I realized I have a passion in me of creating machines. I didn't go to any engineering school. I taught myself. This
kid taught himself everything, including how to build a car. A real moving car. For 4 years, Kelvin went to car shops to learn about cars. He collected scrap metals from junkyards, construction sites, everywhere. From the beginning when I started building this car, people didn't understand what I was really trying to do. They were trying to discourage me. Some people were even telling me that I'm even going mad. Bit by bit, piece of metal by piece of metal, his car was taking shape. But Kelvin couldn't just get everything from the junkyard. Things like engines cost money, more than his family could afford. So he took up part-time jobs to get money to buy an engine for his car. I've been doing menial jobs, sometimes helping the constructors building, selling scrap materials to get money. 3 years later, at the age of 18, after many failures, Kelvin finally finished his own Kelvin Mobile. It opens upwards like a Ferrari, can go up to 300 horsepower, has a wheel, a mirror, a gear stick, everything you can find in a normal car, even a radio for music. How much did it cost him? If I had to guess, it would be less than $3,000 in total. Now, Kelvin is the only one in his town with a car, and every time he takes his car out, everyone will come out to watch. Anytime I take the car outside, many people feel excited and they would like to take pictures with it. Many people have been motivating me to not give up. From their words and what they have been saying, it motivates me to do it better than how I wish to do. And he is not stopping there. In the future, just like Elon Musk and Tesla, Kelvin wants to build his own electric car that can drive on its own. My dream car is to build an electric car that will drive itself and also prevent accident injuries. And his eventual dream is even bigger. It's to build airplanes and rocket ships to reach new heights and new planets. Just think about this for a second. A kid from a poor family in Ghana with zero money, zero help, was able to build a car from scratch. If the same talent existed in a developed country, he would be working at Tesla. But for now, you'll find him in his garage in Ghana, self-teaching himself
how to succeed. In Sudan, there's a man who did the unthinkable. He rescued 11 lions from death. Lions, not cute house cats, but real scary lions. Who is he? How did he save the lions? And how many times did the lions attack him? In the remote country of Sudan in Africa, I found Osman.
Hi, I'm Osman and I love lions.
One day, Osman was visiting a park with his son where he saw something horrible. Tens of lions who were so hungry, so weak. They were literally just skin on bones. These kings of the jungles were lying on the ground, waiting to die.
I couldn't believe what I saw. Why is no one feeding the lions?
Turns out that because of the economic crisis in Sudan, the park did not have any money left to feed the animals. And so the lions were the first to go hungry and the first to die.
When I first saw the lions, it just made me so angry and so upset. I thought to myself that I have to do something. Something really needs to be done and done fast because it's completely unacceptable.
So when Osman offered the park his own money to buy them food, he was still turned away because he did not have permission to help. This was the definition of bureaucracy.
I told them these lions could die tomorrow, but nobody cared.
But Osman did care. He took matters into his own hands and went to the internet. He took pictures of the lions, posted them on Facebook, and begged the world to help. And the world went crazy and responded.
Take me back to the jungle.
Millions of people took notice. His post went viral all over the world, and all of a sudden, people in the US, Europe, and Asia wanted to help 11 lions in Sudan.
The whole night I couldn't sleep. My phone was buzzing. So many people got in touch. They wanted to donate and do anything they could to help.
And just like that, Osman raised thousands of dollars online, and with that money, he did wonders. He organized a team of local volunteers. Together, they fed the lions, one by one, kilogram of meat by kilogram of meat. Slowly but surely, the lions got their energy back.
It was a very hard job getting the lions back to health because they were severely malnourished. So they really needed a detailed program of getting them back into health.
And he didn't stop there. Immediately after, he decided to open his own animal shelter for all animals, not just for lions. So he took his own family farm, built fences around it, and turned it into an animal sanctuary for all the wildlife in need in Sudan.
We've been building the sanctuary for 8 to 9 months, and now we're starting to move all the lions to our place.
Here, they can run, they can play, they can enjoy life, and yes, they can eat as much as they want. He is also helping hyenas, monkeys, wildcats, deers, and many, many more animals.
These animals don't have a voice. We need to be their voice for them. We need to take care of them.
People like Osman and everybody else who donated and helped are the reason humanity is beautiful. In Morocco, I found a 12-year-old kid that builds incredible robots from his bedroom all by himself. One of his robots is a mask that works by hand motion. Another is a garbage bin that opens automatically, and another is a spinning clock that shows the time in the dark. Who is this kid? And what is his IQ score?
وأنا القدوة ديالي هو إيلون ماسك، يعني كان نتمنى بشدة باش يعني أنني نتلاقى به.
In a little town in Morocco, I found Bilal.
Hi Nas Daily, I am Hamouti Mohammed Bilal. I'm 12 years old and I want to be the next Elon Musk.
Bilal was just a poor kid from a poor neighborhood. Every day, as he went home from school, he kept seeing people with disabilities and he could not stand it.
وانا غالبا ملي كنبغي ندير شي بروجي ولا شي فكره يعني غالبا كتكون متعلقه يعني بشي روبوت اللي كيساعد البشريه والناس المعاقين.
So Bilal kept thinking about how he could help until one day he realized robots are the solution. They can give disabled people more power.
واحد النهار جاب لي واحد السياره يعني اللي كانت زوينه بزاف وكنت فرحت بها بزاف ويعني في داك النهارات يعني كنت بديت كنقلب ديك السياره نشوف كيفاش مصنوعه وهكاك بدا يعني الحب ديال هذا المجال.
So he started to learn about mechanics, physics and engineering at a young age. He took wires, screwdrivers, electric circuits and started building his own robots.
وانا هاد الشيء باش بدا يعجبني وباش يعني بديت كان انني نخترع. هي في البدايه بديت بلاد تطفى وتشعل هكا بقيت كنتعلم موراها موتور موراها يعني نخلط حوايج.
That's why Bilal created this robot hand to help people with special needs. With this hand, people who have difficulty moving can get to objects that are out of their reach.
هاد اليد كتحاكي الحركات ديال اليد حقيقية. قمت بالاختراع ديالها من أجل ذوي الاحتياجات الخاصة اللي يعني يكون عندهم في عوض يد ما عندهمش اليد تكون عندهم واحد اليد اصطناعية باش يقدروا يهزوا بها حوايج يعني يديروا بها بعض الأشياء.
He made this alarm that calls you on your phone whenever there's a gas leak, so that now if a disabled person has a problem in their house, someone could come to their rescue. He even made this crazy trash bin that opens automatically when it senses your hands coming towards it.
كي كنقرب لها كتحل بوحدها اوتوماتيكيا باش هكا يعني ما نقيسوش في هذيك سلة المهملات وما ينتشرش عدوى كورونا.
And with all of these inventions, Bilal even won the World Robots Competition. But you might wonder, how did he learn to do all of this?
وأنا كان يعني أي إنسان عنده أي موهبة يقدر أنه يطورها ويتعلم يعني من الإنترنت ويعني من هذه الأجهزة يعني التواصل الاجتماعي وفي البيئة المناسبة لذاك المجال يعني كيبدع أكثر وكي يعني كيطور المهارات ديالو أكثر.
A poor kid from a little town in Morocco is building machines to help people in need. He is making magic out of nothing, only using the internet and his 12-year-old hands. This is proof that talent exists everywhere in the world. This is a condom. It's cheap, it's effective, it's nice, and it can save your life. But not many people use it. That's why sexual diseases keep spreading and killing millions. So, this guy in Kenya decided to do something about it by dressing up like a king, going around the street, giving condoms to everybody. Meet the Condom King.
Hi, Nas Daily. I'm Stanley Ngara, the king of condom, the only one in Africa.
23 years ago, Stanley's best friend died of HIV. And at his funeral in Kenya, he figured that nobody really knew what HIV was, because here, sex is taboo.
I remember how people used to shame me, thinking that I was gay, because my friend had died of HIV, and many people those days thought that any person who is HIV positive is gay. And it was a challenge, it was difficult.
That day, Stanley understood that as long as people don't know about STDs, they would keep dying from them, especially here in Africa, where more than 28 million people have AIDS. So So Stanley broke the taboo and talked about sex, condoms, and STDs freely.
The only way to stop HIV is to explain to people about contraceptive. They exist, they save life, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
And that's how he became the Condom King. He started wearing this uniform and stopping people on the street to give them condoms and explain to them how they work and why they should be used. He gives out tens of thousands of condoms every month, and he does it with a big smile on his face.
I was looking to help that one person who needed condom because condom was stigmatized. Condom is for prostitute, but sex is for everybody, you know, and everybody is getting HIV through sex.
He goes to the worst area in Kenya to talk to poor people because, as it turns out, the less money people have, the more likely they are to get HIV.
Condom is a very simple thing. Do you know the cost of this condom? 3 bob. Abortion is how much? If you have an idea. 10,000 shillings. Can you compare 3 shillings and 10,000 shillings and where you get that money from?
We're rising up, rising up.
Stanley looks funny, but he has one serious dream: to see an HIV-free generation. And to do that, he plans on visiting all 54 countries in Africa and train a king of condoms in each and every one of them. So if you want to be a king of condom, comment on this video.
My one message to the world is together we can stop new HIV infection. I believe, Johnny, nobody can walk alone, and everybody can give out a condom, can talk about condom, can talk about HIV.
Unprotected sex is deadly. That's why we all need a condom king in our lives. In Ethiopia, there is a man who is friends with hyenas. Not the cute dogs or cats, but the wild, dangerous hyenas. Who is this guy? Why is he not afraid to be eaten? And how many times was he attacked by a hyena? 2 years ago, I heard about a guy who eats and lives with hyenas. I was so shocked that I had to go and see him by myself. So I flew all the way to his country, Ethiopia, one of the biggest African countries. There, I took another flight to a remote village called Harar. And here, I started to look for the hyena man. I searched everywhere and asked everyone. People told me to go left, right, straight, and left again until I finally found Abbas.
Hi, my name is Abbas. I am hyena man.
This is the guy I came to see. He is a second generation hyena man. Hyena man. See, many years ago, Abbas's village had a hyena problem. These animals attacked humans and killed their animals. And as a form of defense, the villagers attacked the hyenas back. This went on for so many years until one day, Abbas's dad came up with a plan. Instead of killing the hyenas, he wanted to feed them and become friendly with them. He fed them night after night after night after night until one day he and his son Abbas became friends with the hyenas.
There are my friends.
So now, decades later, every morning Abbas still goes to the food market to buy his friends meat.
I buy them food.
Then he goes home and waits until the sun sets, because that is when hyenas go out to eat.
Oh my god, hyenas.
Hello!
Hyenas!
Look, you can see the eyes far away.
In the darkness of the night, Abbas sits and waits for his friends to show up. Slowly but surely they come out and eat with Abbas. The hyenas trust him so much, they even let him play with their cubs, and he has names for each one of them.
Sabona, Sabuntu, Ayantu, Ayansa.
Soon enough, things began to change. The hyenas stopped attacking the village and killing their animals. Now, some of them even help the village by feeding on their trash. This special relationship became so popular that tourists from all over the world come to see him and his hyenas. It is a sight you will not see anywhere else.
Wow, he's gonna scratch my back.
I mean, you never know, but they are just eating. They just wanted snacks, not a me.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I was too scared to touch the hyenas, but I was inspired. If more people treated animals with love and respect like Abbas does, then we can build a much better world for humans and animals alike. Last month, I showed you the Elon Musk of Ghana, someone who built a car from scratch that drives like this. He built it from scrap metal and a diesel engine. But today, I want to show you the second Elon Musk of Africa in Sierra Leone, where this guy built a much cleaner car that doesn't even use a diesel engine. It uses the rays of the sun, and it's also made of trash. Who is this guy, and can this solar car go faster than the diesel one? In Freetown, Sierra Leone, I found Emmanuel.
Hi, Nasdeli. I'm Emmanuel. I built the first solar car from trash.
See, where Emmanuel lives, every single car emits pollution. This is a problem for the environment and for his people too, who suffer from health issues such as infections, allergies, and even cancer.
I could see what all the car fumes are doing to my people and wanted to come up with a solution.
But everything he thought of needed money. Money that he did not have. So one day, he decided to use something he didn't have to pay for, his own imagination. And that's when he started building a solar car. He visited junkyards, collected lots and lots of trash, and started building his dream car. He put together scrap metal, cane sticks, old cables, and wires, and just like that, his car started to come to life. 3 years later, after a lot of hard work, the imagination car was born.
I call it imagination car because it was everything I imagined it to be.
He painted it with his country's colors, green, white, and blue, and put everything inside it. Doors, headlights, brakes, even a horn. And this car can go up to 15 kilometers an hour.
Wow.
And most importantly, his car does not pollute the environment because it runs entirely on solar.
I added a solar panel on the roof so it doesn't need any fuel.
No fuel means no fumes. Now, anytime Emmanuel drives outside, people stop and stare at this car made from nothing. And he doesn't plan to stop there.
I am an inventor. I have 50 more solutions to save the environment.
He dreams of building more products that are environmentally friendly, products that reduce pollution, products that reduce noise and clean the environment. Emmanuel did not just dream of a better future for his people. He made it happen even when he had nothing but junk. is proof that the solution to Africa's problems may not come from Europe or America. The solution to Africa's problem will come from Africans themselves.